guys, and welcome to this week's vlog. I have been off my medicine. It stalls labor for 2 days. I think this is the second day. I got off it Saturday early morning, then I had Sunday, and then today is Monday. And I feel just about as crampy as you can imagine getting off a medicine that's stalling labor. So I'm constantly cramping, and I've had contractions on and off. Yesterday I had them for like 3 hours. But I'm trying to wait to go to the hospital again until they're, close together and more painful and more intense and all of that. But today I do have a specialist appointment where they're going to hook me up to the monitors and everything and check out baby. So that's good. Now to every appointment we're just going to make sure we bring our camera bags just in case they tell us to go straight to the hospital. That could happen at any moment. So we are 100% fully on baby watch now, even though I am a month out from my due date, because I have been having preterm labor and contractions and cramping and everything. So just pay attention to the title of the vlog. If the title of the vlog talks about like how I'm in labor or I'm having a baby or any of that, then that means that will be in this vlog. If it doesn't, if it says something else and it's titled something different, then it will just be a normal type of vlog. It's just hard for me to know what the future holds, so just pay attention to the title of the vlogs and that will tell you what's going on. So today is Tuesday. I went to my appointment yesterday, and I woke up yesterday morning and just was not feeling good at all. It was just super crampy and contracting here and there. But I went to my specialist appointment and they didn't see any contractions on a monitor. And I was actually starting to feel better then. So that was really nice just to have some time to just feel more myself. I think it's because I'm on bed rest. I'm able to just feel better. But I really wanted to do stuff yesterday, but I couldn't because I'm on bed rest. I was just having cramping, really low cramping, and the lady told me that the cramping part doesn't really show up on the monitor, just the bigger contractions, so that was interesting to find out. This morning I woke up and I was super crampy, but I might be feeling a little bit better now. I'm gonna go take a shower in a bit and wash my hair because my hair is just needing to be washed. So unless I'm having the baby or something in this vlog, the title of this video should be Third Trimester Must-Haves. So I want to share some of my favorite third trimester must-haves with you guys, and I will do that probably towards the end of this vlog, after all my appointments and everything, but I will share some of my third trimester must-haves with you guys. So today is Friday. I went to my regular OB appointment, and I went to my specialist, and I think I need to update you guys on that. Then I have my list here of third trimester must-haves that I'm going to share with you guys. So, went to my regular OB, told her about the cramping and everything. She said not to worry about that, and that when I'm having contractions super bad and my pain level goes up, that I go to the hospital then. They were all super shocked to see that I am still pregnant. Everybody is really shocked. Because, as you guys know, I was having all that preterm labor issues a month ago, paying a lot of money to the hospital to keep baby in as long as possible, and he just kept wanting to come, and then now a month later, he's like, I think I'll just stay in a bit. Now that he can come and he'll be healthy, he just wants to stay put a bit. So, it was all worth it, though, to keep him in there as long as possible. But I will be 37 weeks tomorrow, which is an amazing milestone. He could come basically any time, and my doctors believe it's safe, because tomorrow he has reached full term. Yeah, so that was the regular OB. Not a lot happens at the regular OB's office. Then I went to the specialist yesterday, and they were watching for contractions. They didn't pick up any. So that was just shocking that they didn't pick up any. I have had them here and there. Even when I went into the ultrasound room like 10 minutes later, she was like, I think you're having a contraction right here because there's no give in your stomach at all. You're definitely having one. Are you sure there wasn't any on the monitor? And I was like, well, they're telling me there isn't. But baby was super sleepy yesterday. Like, I had to play music and do all these crazy things to get him to wake up so they didn't have to buzz him. Which the first time they buzzed him, they used this tool and it was like super loud and he just jumped and it was really, really mean. But the second time they used a buzzer tool, it was like a little bzz, you know, it was like no big deal. I don't know if this lady was using it differently or something, but it was way better. But we literally waited like 45 minutes on the ultrasound to get him to move 3 times. He was just so sleepy. She assured me that he's fine and everything. And he moved a little last night. He's moving right now, so I know he is fine. He's favoring my left ribs still, which I know I haven't updated you guys on, but when I fell off the birthing ball like a month or so ago, I was hurting really bad in my ribs. It hurt to breathe. It hurt to talk. And that part is gone, but it still hurts. So I definitely think I still have a fracture in there, and especially since he's favoring this side all the time, 99% of the time, my fracture in my ribs just not getting better. So I think once he's out, it'll just feel better real quickly. But that's another thing I've been dealing with. So they checked him and they said he was great. He was just really sleepy. And to monitor that, they said he's definitely in position even more than he was. Like, he's just ready. And they said that babies get sleepy and tired and kind of still when they're getting ready to come.
TMI a little bit. The past few days, I feel like my body is being cleaned out. Like, fully. I have not been feeling well. Yesterday, I went to the restroom like 6 times. It was just not fun.
And I hadn't changed anything in my diet. Everything's been kind of the same. I kind of just eat and drink kind of the same things. So it wasn't a diet thing. I don't think it's a nervous thing because I know labor can come at any time. So why would I sit here and just stress and worry? Because I'm not sure when it's happening, you know. So I don't think it was that. I think like my body is just cleaning itself out or something. I have no idea. Not fun though. And then I've had some hard times this week here and there, between the pelvic pain and feeling like I'm splitting apart and like not sleeping very well, and the weight of the baby on my hurt rib, and not knowing when he's coming, I guess. I mean, all together, like all of that, there's been a few times this week where I wasn't having like anxiety attacks or anything. I was just kind of just stressed where I kind of needed a hug.
Or I wanted somebody to like give me a pity party for like 5 minutes.
Basically what I'm saying is I'm feeling the full effects of being this pregnant. I will insert a photo of how big I am. But yeah. Anyway, we'll move on to the 3rd trimester must-haves. As you guys know, I've been on bed rest for like a good month now, I think. And I'm 37 weeks tomorrow, so I easily could go like a few more weeks. This is crazy. I have told everybody from the start of this pregnancy, though, I thought he would come in a 37 weeks mark. So I think he will probably come next week, but we'll see. Okay, so 3rd trimester must-haves. These are going to be different for everybody, especially me since I'm on bed rest. If you guys want to check out my 1st and 2nd trimester must-have videos, I will link them down below or in the card section. But let's get started. Some of these are more important than others, too. So the first thing is this pincher tool I picked up at the dollar store. You just squeeze it and you can pick things up off the floor without bending over. Like how to know if you're in the 3rd trimester. And one of the things is definitely if you're like walking and you drop something, you won't pick it up. You'll just be like, my husband will pick it up later. I don't want to pick it up. That's definitely something that I've had. Like I dropped the remote yesterday and I was like, Arlie will pick it up in a bit. So a pincher tool. I'll insert a photo. Next is wet wipes, especially if you're like me and you've been having issues the past few days. Definitely need those wet wipes. Also, I used to get UTIs all the time, but once I started using wet wipes, I haven't had a UTI in like at least over a year. You need a way to get in more water. So over here, I have my bottle of water and this glass thing. But if you have a tumbler, if you have a fancy water bottle, any way to get as much water in you as possible. And lately, I have been putting flavorings in my water just to try to help me get more water in me, because if you're dehydrated, you can contract and all of that. And so a month ago, I just started drinking as much water as I can. So that's important. Next is a way to relax. You could take a bath, you could get a facial, you could get your nails done. Just have some sort of way to relax. Next, for bed rest purposes especially, is Netflix and chill. I have where I could set up Netflix from here, and it gives me other options of things to watch. And as you guys know, we've been having a supernatural marathon lately, which is super awesome. I should add here, since I'm having a lot of allergies, any medicines that you're allowed to have, saline nose spray, you know, any of that stuff that can help you. Check with your doctor always, though. Next is probably the most important thing on my list, and it's freezer meals already made. So about a month ago, or so, I was making some freezer meals for after baby's born, because I knew I wasn't going to want to cook after he's born, you know, when I'm recovering and everything. And I made a bunch of freezer meals, and I remember vlogging about it. Well, the minute I got put on bed rest, it was really hard because my husband's still working. He's a teacher. He's doing a tutoring side job online. And now he is going to come home and do basically everything I do too. Cooking, cleaning, all of that, taking care of the cats, all of that. And so having those freezer meals was so important. And he's continued basically to make these. But we just get freezer bags, put chicken in it that we've already trimmed, and then we add like seasoning packets and follow the directions on the seasoning packets, and bam, you got some freezer slow cooker meals. So those are probably the most important thing on our list. Next is robes and slippers. I have been living in these, literally no joke. I only get dressed if I have to go to an appointment, which I go to 3 appointments a week. So that's really the only time I get out of the house and the only time I get dressed lately. Next is slip-on shoes. You definitely need these because you can't reach your feet anymore. Or if you're reaching your feet, you're like barely reaching your feet. You should have your book of papers, your birth plan, your hospital bag packed, nesting, all of that stuff should be like already done and ready for baby, because in the 3rd trimester, you just don't really know when baby's coming, you know, and especially with like preterm labor issues. So I was super glad to have all that done. Literally, the only thing I want to do that I need to do before baby's born, or close after he's born, is to sanitize my breast pump, but I don't plan on using it for the first 3 weeks anyway, so I have time to do that, but I'm waiting for my insurance with my pump and all of that before I open it, blah, blah, blah. But just make sure you have like your book, your medical records of your medical papers, your hospital bag, all of that packed. So that's a must-have that you need to have done. Last 3rd trimester must-haves is a way to count contractions. I have an app on my phone that can do it, but usually when I'm having contractions, I'll just look at the time and I'll just watch them that way. But if you want a counter, you can use the Bump. That is a pregnancy app. I know they have other ones. So this weekend isn't super busy for me. My husband is going to go play in a Magic tournament thingy or something. I guess new cards are being released or something. It's called like a pre-release. And so he's going to be playing in that. And then I'll just be hanging out here. And then we'll have, my husband will go to church on Sunday. I'm on bed rest, so I won't be able to. But literally, that's it. We have no other plans this weekend.